Hello there! We've been waiting for you!
Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
A friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, before we get into the actual thing, I was getting ready for my Super Bowl party yesterday, and I was looking for recipes. And I saw one that I thought this crowd in particular would appreciate. And the only bummer of my life is that John isn't here to tell me why it doesn't work. So, Jay, you wanna show him what I sent you?
Spam, peanut butter, and chocolate chip cookies. I know you're thinking, this is fake. But not only is it real, it's current. And on their website, we start with a can of Spam. Cut to half-inch cubes, which I think is too big. Still a chance of sentience. Toss the Spam in a quarter cup of brown sugar. Sweetie meaty. And bake for 10 minutes at 425. 3/4 of a cup of butter. Cup of peanut butter. Cream together with 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And 3/4 cup sugar. You know, I don't mind this part. Never mind, the meat's done. 2 eggs and a teaspoon of Nilla. For the dry ingredients, 2½ cups of flour. A teaspoon each of floof powder. And soda. And a pinch of salt. Combine 2 cups of chalky chips and the Spam. This is just anomalous behavior. I'm feeling litigious. What is that? 16 minutes at 350. Then baking across America for moral support. Bad. It's not even the taste, which is subjective. It is the meat in a cookie. The meat. In a cookie, there should never be a measurable percentage of musculature. It's meat.
I just thought if anybody was going to appreciate meat cookies, it would be the Spam crowd.
I don't know where you went wrong, my friend.
It's got something to do with the texture.
I'm not sure where Kyle went south on that one. Looks like it should work. Spam works with everything, so I'm not sure what happened there. So
congratulations, Rex.
Thank you, Kyle. So that was quite a game.
Rex had more receiving yards than Travis Kelce, so I'm going to leave with that.
So I have to admit, I was amazed. I did not expect to see a blowout like that. Are you kidding me? Cornelius stayed home where it's safe. So I kind of felt like, the Chiefs looked old all season. They were winning games by a small margin. So I have to admit, but I was shocked when we went into halftime and we had them shut out. That was pretty amazing. Let me see. Emergency, yeah, probably a lot of people. There were a ton of arrests, from what I hear. Win or lose, it's usually not a very good scene in Philly. The last time I went out after a big win was the 1980 Phillies. I went to the parade and then went out with a friend in 1982, the 82 Sixers when they won it all. But it was definitely a big win. I think that Jalen Hurts put a lot of naysayers kind of shut them up, which is about time. The Chiefs, I thought they were prepared for Saquon. They loaded up the box. They kept his yards down, and Jalen was forced to prove it in the air, and he did. So I think that the naysayers about Jalen all season, I think they have to shut up now. Why would you put the ball in the air when you had Saquon Barkley? You know what I'm saying? There's really no purpose. It's always a higher risk to air it out. So they did really well. I was surprised at the Chiefs O-line. They were really helpless last night. They could not defend Mahomes under any circumstances. The Eagles were not running a blitz package, and they were just getting it done with 4 up front. So I have to admit, I was a little bit shocked at that. So,
well, Rex, that I'm not a fan of the Eagles at all, and I don't really have any love for your Philadelphia Eagles. But
fair enough.
I will say this. I think I hate the Chiefs more, and I told you I want the Eagles to win, which is hard for me to say, right? However, I didn't watch the game. I was driving through the great state of Georgia yesterday.
Oh, you were still coming home.
Yeah, I was still on the way home, but I kept checking the score, and I just couldn't believe it, bruh. I was like, how are the refs and Taylor Swift allowing this to happen? But they did, y'all. You took care of them, man. And then I watched the highlights afterwards. They looked helpless against y'all, man.
They looked bad. I mean, I got to admit, it was the defense that got it done. They really showed up. I said all season the Chiefs looked just not like the Chiefs in previous years. And it might be age. It's very hard. You wonder why no one has achieved a three-peat yet. And the reason is, I think it's really hard to do. It's a wearing, taxing kind of sport. And you may have a run like the Chiefs have had, but eventually people get old and you begin to have holes. So I'm gonna disagree with you, Marcus. First of all, I think that the officiating was not bad. Okay. Now, I think the first call, the pass interference on A.J. Brown, was questionable. Okay. But when I look at replay, AJ did stick his hand in his face mask. And the official immediately, if you watch the replay, immediately after that happened, he had the flag out and he threw it. Then there was the makeup call. That's right, Marcus, where the headbutt was, I thought that was kind of a pansy sort of foul that they called. So I saw that as a makeup. Make a sort of a makeup call. I think they went.
I think maybe after that first call, because I saw it on my socials, everybody was blowing up. But after that first call, they got like a call from up top. Yo, you're making it look too obvious. Abandon the plan. Abandon the plan.
I think that Goddard probably wanted them to go out of their way to make sure it wasn't that way, because you're trying to squash the rumors, and they did not want to go into the off season with that lingering around. I think they wanted to take care of it. Yeah, he did get smacked in the face. And I think they pulled back a little bit afterwards. But all in all, I knew that if there was going to be any kind of bias on the officials, you need to get a really big lead. And it was amazing. I was amazed at how the Birds just kind of opened up a can of whoop butt and really just whooped them. It wasn't even close. The 22 points, 22 odd points, they were really garbage, points in garbage minutes. There was nothing they could do at that point. The Eagles had dropped back into a prevent defense. So,
Rex, I noticed your restraint during the last 20 seconds. You were about to curse. You wanted to curse so bad, so many different times, and you kept holding yourself back. It was great. That was great to see.
Because we won. So I gotta have some etiquette decor.
But what? they really whooped their whooped their butts.
They did. I have to admit, I was shocked. I mean, the number of times that they got to Mahomes, I was literally shocked. Their O-line just crumbled. He had no time. Even when he tried to pop up into the seam, into the pocket, out of the pocket, they were on him. There was somebody there. So I have to admit, yeah, Elliott had to kick those field goals. It was a 45 that turned into, it was 42 turned into 48. I mean, it was unfortunate, but it was just unreal. It was the defense. I mean, without question. The turnovers, the recovered fumble, the 2 picks. I mean, Cooper DeJean with the pick six, that was phenomenal. Kid's a rookie, and that was unreal. That was unreal. I mean, I think Mahomes just did not see Cooper DeJean in the corner of his eye on the right side. He just did not see him because Mahomes does not throw that pass if he saw him. So that to me was amazing. The second pick was a hell of a catch.
Well, you know, the cliche they always say, Rex, is defense wins championships, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. You know, Jalen dropped a couple dimes, man, right in there. It was like, wow. But really, the defense, they showed up, man. I mean, there's nothing else you can say. They showed up. But no, unfortunately, no football comics. But I will say
we ain't
one
got
thing.
no super pros to be selling or nothing like that tonight.
Sorry, bro. Nah, not tonight. I will say one thing though. The fact that the Chiefs have not had a running game all season has really showed up. Really was exposed last night. They don't have a running game, and when you're facing a number one defense, you cannot get away with that. Like the Chiefs, they knew they were totally focused on Saquon, and they took that away, and they did a good job. Saquon was very limited on the ground. So what they do, they let Hurts air it out. But the problem with the Chiefs is we knew we didn't have to really deal with the run. So all you had to do was blanket and make sure that Mahomes had no time and could not find anybody open in the time that he had. So I gotta say, yeah, that was one hell of a game. I know it wasn't much fun if you're neither a Chiefs fan or an Eagles fan, but as an Eagles fan, that's the kind of game you want to see, a blowout.
Oh, dude, if I was an Eagles fan, that would be the greatest game I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like, not only did y'all dominate the Chiefs, like Taylor Swift only got like 7 minutes of coverage, and she was booed for most of that 7 seconds, right? So
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I gotta admit, I don't know why people are booing her, you know, because you know, that whole controversy.
You know why people are booing her? People are booing her because everybody thought that this was all scripted. The Kansas City Chiefs would win yet again, get the freaking three-peat, and then Taylor would get proposed to by Kelsey right after the game, and it would like that would be so obvious, you know. That would be like Hulk Hogan winning a championship in the 80s, the late 80s and early 90s, you know, at WrestleMania. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be ridiculous, man. It'd be too obvious, man. They got to make it a little bit. Here's something interesting outside of football, because, you know, I haven't paid attention to football for weeks and weeks. But how about this? The Lakers with that crazy trade, AD for Luka, right? Okay. AD's first game with the Mavs, that dude gets hurt. Sounds like a good trade to me. I told them that somebody breathes on him the wrong way, he's going to get hurt. I told y'all.
You're right.
Y'all can have him.
So now I heard Jets fans out there that Aaron Rodgers is moving on. They have separated. They are not bringing him back. So the Jets once again are in a total rebuild, which is, it seems like every year since 1969. But so that was what was up with that. So yeah, Robert, I saw that too. That was a weird trade. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. The Giants could probably use Aaron, and then you wouldn't have to move cities.
I think Aaron Rodgers is done, right? I mean, he's got to be done. I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to try to pick him up, but I don't know what he's going to bring.
It may be the Jets, man. They have ruined quarterbacks. Think about it. They have ruined quarterbacks.
And Aaron's one of those dudes that starts like, I don't know, man. I think Aaron Rodgers is a great talent, right? But there's something that's happened in the last couple of years where I think he's like, what's the term we like? He likes the smell of his own farts or something like that. He doesn't have enough people telling him no. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to believe his own hype. He's starting to overbelieve his own hype. And he's getting older, and this is a tough sport to age in. You know, not a lot of people do it especially even quarterbacks, man.
Yeah, Brett Favre tried to do it. Yeah, you're right, CIB. He can't move anymore. He just after a certain age, even Peyton Manning when he went to Denver, he wasn't really doing it with his arm anymore. He was doing it with his head. He was a smart guy, and they had a tremendous defense that season. Tom Brady. I mean, what are you gonna say? So I got, it is very hard. You age, and when you age in football, you age. I mean, it's not just a matter of being slower or whatever. You've been beaten up, man. So I just think his time is done. Best thing for him to do would be to retire. But all right, so let's get to it. Enough football talk, but you knew I had to be talking about this on tonight's show.
We got 4 minutes, Rex.
What's that?
4-minute warning, just so you know.
All right, so let's do the giveaways. All right, so the winner again. So I encourage everyone to leave a comment, guys. All right, because I am choosing from the same group of guys every week. And not only that, it really helps us out. It helps the EXP, it helps the algorithm. So we want to grow this. So if you could, guys, leave a comment. I don't care how goofy the comment is. Doesn't really matter. But if you guys could leave a comment, it'd be great. Thank you, Weird. I still feel bad for you and your Lions, though. If it wasn't for the birds, I'd love to see the Lions do it. So leave a comment. But CVB won Batman 3 Jokers signed by Jeff Johns. He left a very nice comment, I think, about the Eagles. So, he's going to win, no matter what. Yeah, CJ, ain't that the truth? All right, tonight's giveaway. So CVB won twice in a row because Stevie B actually he left multiple comments from last week's show. So there you go. I may do that. Next Monday's gift will be how many comments somebody leaves. That'll be the winner, no matter what you say. So there we go.
Most comments wins? Is that what you're saying?
Most comments win. I'm gonna blow up the comment section. There you go.
Full at least full sentences, please, not just A, B, C, D, something like that. Let's make it words at least.
Yeah, it's got to say something. It can't just be, all right, you got to say something. But let's see if we can blow up the comment section for next week. All right, so the giveaway is, hashtag is EXP, Monday, all lowercase. Team Titans number 20, signed by Bernard Chang. So that is tonight's giveaway. Let's see. Yeah, I don't care, Marcus. So to me, it's just I'm trying to think of something interesting, something fun, and I want to hear what you guys are saying. I think I've seen enough imagination. I think that you guys will say something interesting. Call a guess on my part. All right, so let's do we're 1 minute away, so let's do a shout out instead. So TJ, what's up, bud? Mike Asbill, as always, my friend. Marcus, as always. CJ. Let's see, who else we got? Triple B, Stevie B. Who called out of work? I did not, obviously. Corey Rust. Let's see, who else? I saw Lorena in here. I saw Becky Bate in here. Let me see, who else? So I know you're out there, and do me a favor, hit thumbs up. Matthew Derrick, how you doing? All right, we got to take our first break. I ate it all up talking about the Eagles. I am very happy, dude. There's no doubt. Johnny Sanchez, thanks for coming back, bud. Yeah, first win. Good for you, man. All right, so when we get back, we're going to catch up with Robbie and MegaCon. So I saw his pics on Facebook with Travis and with Big John Spilios. So it looks like it was a good time. So definitely want to hear about that. So hang out. We're having fun. We'll be right back.
Hey, did you know that you're invited to an art gala? No, I mean the fun kind. It's SketchUp with Mog and Mel.
Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us.
Featured guests talk about their new projects.
So it takes place in this fantasy world where the world is kind of lost its stories.
And life as an artist.
The hope was that you could make some amount of money when you exited art school.
While the ever-changing artist panel draws new works live in front of your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Working on the
And
shadow.
Sexy. Sex, dude.
You still got a little bit of time.
Ooh, Phil, that's dope, dude.
SketchUp with Mog and Mel. Thursday nights. Part of the experience.
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
All right, so Easy Go Lucky in the house. CVB. Amy brought in cupcakes, Eagles cupcakes this morning that were left over at her house. They had a watch party at her house. So she brought over the leftover cupcakes for those of us in the office to enjoy. So yeah, it was great Super Bowl, man. Great Super Bowl. All right. So Robbie, tell us about MegaCon.
Well, MegaCon was great. As far as I'm aware, I was actually, let me tell you something. I was only actually at MegaCon for like 3 hours the entire week, right? I went there for an hour on Thursday, a couple hours on Friday, skipped it Saturday. We were coming back on Sunday. So I didn't get to meet a whole lot of people. Didn't get to meet Todd McFarlane. In order to meet Todd McFarlane, to get something signed, you had to like enter a lottery and then they would pull winners. You know, Rachie was there. I walked by her, but I didn't have time to like stop by and say what's up. She had a line of people. I saw her the day she was dressed up as Vampirella. She looked very nice. So the only people I actually met that were creators, I met Dennis Camp, who I've known Dennis Camp since the beginning of his career. Same thing with me. I was the first reviewer to talk about Dennis Camp's work. He was the first creator to talk about me reviewing their book. So we've kind of been, and this was at the beginning of both of our careers. You know, me on YouTube, him as a writer. And he's gone from doing independent, small published stuff to writing the Ultimates and the upcoming Absolute Martian Manhunter. So it was finally cool to meet him in person for the first time. We both talked about how great it was to see us kind of both come up in our careers at the same time. I got to hang out with David Papose for a little bit. I've met him before, but of course I had to tell him how great Space Ghost was, how great of a job he was doing. He told me a little bit about Captain Planet that he's got coming up from y'all. So I'm really, really pumped for that. We chatted about that. Awesome. And then I got to meet Jim Zub, who's killing it on Conan right now. And one of my favorite moments of being at the actual con was walking up. Jim Zub's there. He's talking to my homie, Kevin. And he stops talking to Kevin, looks across the room and goes, "Holy crap, is that rockin' Robbie Billups over there?" And so we had a great conversation. All three of those creators that I chatted with got a chance to look at 12 pages from the book that me and my buddy Kevin are working on. They all three had nothing but nice things to say. I also got to meet Dave Dorman, who a lot of Star Wars fans will know, Aliens and Predators, but just so happened, didn't even realize he was going to be there. But the Savage Sword of Conan book that I brought, written by Jim Zub, to get Jim to sign, Dorman did the cover for. So I got to meet him and have him sign it too. Outside of that, I spent most of the week, bruh, honestly, at this restaurant called Bahama Breeze, tropical island vibes.
We have one here. We have
Yeah.
one in a local here.
All right. So we've never been to the Bahama Breeze down there. We went to Twin Peaks a couple times. We went to some other places. But every day we were at Bahama Breeze drinking pina coladas, listening
Do they
to
still have the
Island.
jambalaya there?
I don't know. I had like mahi-mahi. I had like blackened mahi-mahi tacos. I had their chicken wings. I had their tuna tostadas. They had some good food, but it was the drinks that really set us over. Plus their happy hour,
cool
plus
place.
their servers. They really took care of us. But hanging out with Travis, a.k.a. Bueller, Big
I saw
John
that.
Spilio, a.k.a. Castle from Castle's Corner, his wife Brittany, my buddy Nestor, my buddy Philip, and my homie Kevin. We had the crew. I spent most of that time drinking frozen alcoholic drinks, just vibing and chilling. And it was truly a vacation, bro. I love it.
pics on Facebook. For every one pic of you in the con, there was about 5 pics of you at a bar with drinks with Travis,
I think your ratio
with
might be
Big
off.
John.
I think for
What?
every pic of me at the con, there were like 20 pics of me at the bar.
It may have been. It may have been.
3
So,
hours spent
cool.
at the con, probably about 24 hours spent at Bahama Breeze. I'll tell you that. So super awesome.
So you like Bahama Breeze?
I loved it, dude. I never thought I was going to be a pina colada kind of guy. Bueller let me try one of his. They have this ultimate pina colada that's like got strawberry in it as well. But the server, the bartender, she told me, she goes, our secret is that we make it with mango as well. That's why everybody loves our pina colada. Man, it's so good. I've had pina coladas before. They taste like suntan lotion to me. I'll tell you what, though. I woke up Saturday morning with a little bit of a tummy ache. And then I was like, is something going on? Did I eat something wrong? Then I realized, no, this is how I felt as a kid the day after Halloween. I think I had too much sugar yesterday. I think totally ruined my appetite, man.
Or you're lactose intolerant.
I literally told I was like, we gotta slow down just beer and actual liquor today, because yesterday we basically just drank ice cream all day long.
Yeah, essentially. So Corey, I did see your post in the chat. I am so sorry. I did not know you were still waiting on something for the Powerpuff Girls. I do me a favor, if you don't mind, Corey, send me an email, but copy Amy on it. So Amy's kind of been point on it. I have to admit that it's taken so long. It has been not a whole lot of fun to deal with. So here's what I'm going to do for you, Corey. One way or another, we're going to get you what you need. Now, I may end up switching it to Tracy Medina and have her do it for you if necessary. Okay. And I'm going to throw in something, I don't know what yet, but something that you would like as a free gift, because I have to apologize. You know us, Corey. You've known us for a while now. You know we're not like this. I don't know what's going on with it. I have not really been involved. Amy's really been running point, and I know she's been trying real hard to get those. I don't know what the problem is. It has been a long time. I'm going to get you something, Corey. If I got to call Tracy Medina and have her do it, then that's what we'll do. Okay. But on top of that, we're going to throw in a gift of some type for you, my friend. I have to tell you, I am so sorry. Robbie Roach.
And to answer Eddie's question real quick, no rain at all in Orlando, Florida. Nice. In fact, being in the sunshine, 85 degrees for like 6 days in a row. And then I got out of the car last night when I got home and it was like 40 something degrees here. What a shock. What a shock. Yeah. I could live in Florida. I really could. Like I could live on that one. I could live on International Drive in Orlando, Florida. Like everything I need is there. Twin Peaks, Bahama Breeze, and the Slingshot. That's all I need.
Waffle House in the morning. Yeah, whatever you need.
In the morning, we would go to lunch at a place called JoJo's Shake Shack or something like that. A great smash burger. I had so much fun just hanging out with all those. You know, it's always fun. You see the pictures. You know, it's a good time. Rex, when you come to MegaCon?
When I can, dude. So I want to answer Marcus's question. Dude, I can't do that because I am not going to the parade. I am not taking a day off work to go stand in the cold okay, not be able to find parking to watch a parade. Okay, as happy as I am about the Eagles winning, it ain't worth to see a parade. My parade days are over. As I said, the last time I went to that kind of parade was the 1980 Phillies when they won, and I blew off school, so I had to watch a parade. And yeah, so these days I'm too old for that kind of thing. Yeah, I know, TJ. I know, but we were the ones that we were involved. So, especially for people on the XP, I want to make it right somehow, and I'm going to. All right. So, Corey, make sure you send that email. Rex's parade of squirrels. Yeah, but the parade of squirrels, I don't have to go out to see them. They come to me. That's the difference. All right. Let's get to the books. We don't have as much as that one night that I had like a ton. I forget. I think that was the day we had a whole mess of releases. It was the Mark Spears day. We had Silverhawks. It was just a ton of books. So, but we still need to get to them. All right. So 30 people in the house, 32. Cool. All right. So as always, most of you can guess it. Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, as a thank you to everyone in this group, $5 for the 10-pack. And then, of course, the DF mystery box. And those that have gotten it, like Triple B, like Lars Man, they have been real happy with it. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. We sell it for $100. I'm going to do this for $85 again. In celebration of the Birds win. Yeehaw. All right. So, CIB, you are a what fan? Are you a Chiefs fan or a New England Patriots fan? Patriots fan, probably. CJ. All right. So now the sketch covers. This is a nice one by Court. Yeah, I figured Boston. Yeah. You guys win, man. Win a lot. Basketball, football, baseball. Well, baseball, not so much, but you have. All right, Ryan, you got it, Ryan.
We don't need to talk about Boston anymore. Sorry, CIB.
Hey, they're
I still can't get over 2004, man. I'm still hurt. I'm still hurt over 2004.
Bruins too, yeah. So CIB, yeah, we mentioned this over Thanksgiving. I have family up that way. My cousin-in-law is a huge Bruins fan. Even he texted me about the Eagles win. So pretty happy about that. All right. So this one's real nice. You sure can, Mike. All right. Gotcha, Mike. Yeah. CJ,
I'm really curious, man. How did you get this sketch cover put together so quickly of Patrick Mahomes running from the D line of the Philadelphia Eagles?
Ouch. Ouch. That one hurt. All right. So Batman Superman #1 with Suicide Squad Weasel cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99. We have tonight for $65. All right. Yeah, Ryan. I know you're here some of the times. This is a great group, and we've become Santa Claus. I mean, there is so much gift giving from everyone here. It's unreal. All right. So G.I. Joe #301 with Cobra Commander cover sketch by Dan Neilinger. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we have this one for $65.
I've always loved Cobra Commander, but I'll tell you what. In the recent Energon G.I. Joe book by Joshua Williamson, he's made Cobra Commander a true threat. No longer some kind of sniveling, cowardly guy running away from battle. This is a true menace and threat, and this is a great way to commemorate an awesome character that's made even more awesome in the Energon universe.
Sorry to hear that, Ryan. Feel better, bud. Hope that you recover soon. All right, next one. New artist. All right, I really like his work. Savage Wolverine #1 with Wolverine cover sketch by John Pleak. Suggested retail $149.99, and we got this one for $65. There's kind of a raw realism to his stuff. So I love the new artists that Mariano finds, and they are really, yes, CIB, dude. Oh man, Bill Belichick. I didn't think he was that kind of guy, but I guess he is. Yeah, he brings another unique kind of look to his sketches. So
to me, it's got this like 80s underground alternative kind of rough and raw edge to it that I really like, and I think works for Wolverine for sure.
All right, so then we have Red Sonja #1 with Red Sonja cover sketch by Will Torres. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got this for $65.
If you know one thing I love is blood drippage and blood splatter, and this has it in spades.
Got plenty.
Yeah, this one's awesome. I love this. That's how you put a ring on it in my world.
So yeah, Marcus, he could be dead soon, so you better hurry up. All right. So then we got Immortal Thor with Beast cover sketch by Tracy Medina. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
Nobody keeps Beast in a corner or a box.
Yes, Stevie B, sick, isn't it? All right. So then we had the older sketch covers, and we're going to do what we did last time. I'm going to sell them for $45, but you can get 2 for $80 if you buy 2 of the older ones. All right, here we go. First up, we got Detective Comics #140 with Killer Croc cover sketch by Tony Scott. Just a retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $45 tonight.
Anybody who doesn't want to pick this up for $45, you're ridiculous or broke. I'm broke personally. I don't know about you.
Yeah, you spent all your money at Bahama Breeze.
I sure did, dude. Trust me, I know, man.
I have no doubt, my friend. I have no doubt.
There was one day where I was like, I think I had 6 frozen drinks today. I think I need to slow down right now, man. I think I gained 15 pounds, but it was worth it. We'll work it out.
All right. So then we got Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, with Winter Soldier cover sketch by Patrick Giles. Suggested retail $149.99, and we've got this one for $45.
CJ, only 6 on the one day, but I'm not including the beers and the shots. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
All right. So then we've got Deadpool #1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Tracy Medina. Just at retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $45. And remember, again, 2 for $80 on the $45 ones.
Yeah, these are some good ones too, man. These are especially because some of them are from artists that have blown up since they did these initial sketch covers, right?
Right. Correct. All right. So then we got Batman #357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $45.
Some big time Neil Adams energy on this one, right, bruh?
You feel that one, right?
Yeah,
yep.
I know you're a Neil Adams guy. You can see it. It's right there.
All right. And then last one, Green Lantern, Green Arrow with Martian Manhunter cover sketch. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $45.
You know, Martian Manhunter is one of my favorite characters in the DC universe, one of the most overlooked characters. And I just got done talking to my boy Dennis Camp about what he's planning for Ultimate Martian Manhunter. Y'all are in for a treat. Just wait and see. You ready for a psychedelic, crazy approach to Martian Manhunter? You're about to get it. I love this character. John's one of my favorites.
So it is time for our second break. So hang out. We'll be right back.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
Hey, we're back. All right. So shout out to Matthew DeTulio and Kenneth Bird. I saw in the house as well. Corey, you asking, did you buy art on from Spencer on Friday, or are you talking about art you bought, or is that a question relating to something different? I'm not sure. Let me know, bud. All right, so let's do a quick Rex cap. I got you, Corey. All right, let's do a quick Rex cap, and we'll move on to, got some nice back issues here from a new consigner, same one I had last week, I think. So it's an interesting selection, I think. And then we got ratios. If you're still with us, Robert, definitely have ratios tonight. And then the new books of the week from Dynamite. All right, so here we go. All right, let me see here. All right, so as always, the giveaway is Teen Titans number 20, signed by Bernard Chang. Hashtag is, just type it once in the chat, only one time, and it'll be good. So it's a hashtag EXP Monday, all lowercase. All right, as always, we got the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher, so a $40 retail. And as always, we got it for $5. Then we have the DF Mystery Box. Includes 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 Sign, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed. We normally sell for 50% off at $100. Tonight we're doing it for $85. You can't get 2 CGC 9.8s for $85. You can't get 2 books graded for $85 when you get right down to it. All right, so now the sketch covers. Batman Superman number 1 with Suicide Squad Weasel cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99. We've got it for $65. G.I. Joe number 301 with Cobra Commander, cover sketch by Dan Nylinger. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got that one for $65. Then new artist John Pleak, Savage Wolverine number 1 with Wolverine cover sketch by John Pleak. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. Then we got Red Sonja number 1 with Red Sonja cover sketch by Will Torres. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got that one for $65. And then Immortal Thor with Beast cover sketch by Tracy Medina. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got this one for $65. Then we've got Detective Comics number 140 with Killer Croc cover sketch by Tony Scott. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $45. Now, for the older ones, priced at $45. If you get 2 of them tonight, we'll do them 2 for $80. Yeah, there you go. Good advice, Mike. Then we have Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier with Winter Soldier cover sketch by Patrick Giles. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got this one for $45. Then we've got Deadpool number 1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Tracy Medina. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $45 as well. 2 for $80. Then we got Batman number 357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. And as Robbie pointed out, a Neil Adams homage. And then we've got Green Lantern, Green Arrow with Martian Manhunter cover sketch. And by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Thank you, Jay, for adding that in there. I realized I cut it off in the sheet. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got this one for $45.
I this got a lot of Art Adams energy to me. I like
it.
That.
Does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So if you get,
it was at MegaCon this year, just again, like I met him there last year. So yeah, I didn't make it a priority, but Art Adams is one of my favorites.
All right, so there was one thing that Pringle had. All right, so the back issues. So got some nice ones. First up, we got Shaolin Cowboy number 1. It is a second print. It is a 9.2, and we have this for $35 tonight.
Yo, that's dope. I don't think I've ever seen Jeff Darrow here on the show. One of my favorite artists. This is a great book. If you've never read it, definitely worth checking out. Shaolin Cowboy is amazing. Jeff Darrow. Come on, y'all. This is the Robbie pick of the week. There you go.
Uh-oh. There we
Robbie
go.
pick of the night right there. You bringing me a Jeff Darrow, and you don't think I'm going to pick it for the pick of the night? Come on. Let's do
it. All right. Next up, we got Black Panther number 15. It is a 7.0. Sorry. See you, Corey. Nice. All right. It is a 7.0, and we have this one for $20. Then we have Black Panther number 8. It is a 6.5. And we have this one for $25. Then we have Wonder Woman number 750. It is a Virgin variant. It is a 9.6. And we have this one for $40.
Some great back issues here, man.
Then we have Sam Wilson, Captain America, number 5. And we have, it is an 8.5, and we have this one for $15.
This character appearing in the new Captain America movie that comes out this week.
That's right. All right. So then we have X-Men number 107. It's a 4.0. And we have this one for 50.
As much as I love John Byrne, I think Dave Cockrum might be one of my favorite X-Men artists, like even outside of John Byrne. Like there's something about the way he drew these characters, especially in these earlier days, that I love so much.
All right, so then we've got Uncanny X-Men number 139. It's first appearance of Kitty Pryde, I think. All right, is an 8.5, and we have this one for 45.
Though, regardless of my thoughts on Dave Cockrum's X-Men, John Byrne's one of my favorite artists of all time. I put him in my Mount Rushmore, and I do that because he's the first name that I recognized as a kid as somebody who made these things that I was reading. Before I even really understood who Stan Lee was, I knew who John Byrne was. And it's because of X-Men, Fantastic Four, Superman, Alpha Flight, and then eventually Next-Men. Byrne and Austin, what a team, Marcus, right?
All right, so I thought this one would be neat. Thundercats number 1, the Marvel run, Newsstand edition, 6.5, and we have this one for 50.
Yo, what a great book, y'all. Yeah. Maybe you back the Kickstarter for the backer kit for the Thundercats Classic Years Omnibus, but ain't nothing like the original printed on newsprint. This is pretty freaking dope.
All right.
Oh, if that's not the first Kitty, then Marcus, it's the first time she joins the X-Men, though. Then, right? As Sprite, the lemon lime flavor that everybody loves.
All right. So then we got Avengers number 144. It's a 6.0. And we have that one for 30.
Not every joke lands, Jay, but I appreciate you laughing.
All right. And then we got Marvel Legacy number 1. It is a 9.4, and we have this one for 10.
I have no clever comment about this.
Come on.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I just don't know anything. I was trying, but no, it didn't work.
All right. So then we got Spawn number 2. It's a 9.2, and we have this one for 15.
Spawn number 2, you tell me what might be the absolute best illustrated Todd McFarlane comic book of all time, Spawn number 2. There you go.
All right, then we have Spawn number 9. It's a 9.0, and we have it for 10.
You telling me Spawn number 9, one of the best written issues of Spawn of all time, that we're not mentioning the writer, because we can't do that nowadays right now, man. But this is a great book, though. Really solid stuff.
All right, so then this is a key Silver Age. Fantastic Four number 45. It is low grade. First in humans appearance. We've got this one for 110. All right, you got it, Becky.
This is a great issue of Fantastic Four. It's one that I don't have, but I want somebody to pick it up for themselves. Nobody pick it up for me. Pick it up for yourself. This is a book you need. 100%. Like, this is classic. This is the height of comics to me. Kirby and Lee on Fantastic Four from like issue, I don't know, like 38 to like 63 or something. That's just like prime Kirby Lee stuff right there.
All right. First in humans and Black Bolt, Marcus says.
First Black Bolt is 46. I think it's the issue right after this one is the first Black Bolt.
All right. So next up, we got What If Thor number 1. It's a 9.0, and we have this one for 10.
Is that a Michael Avon Oeming cover? Because it looks like it, and that's pretty dope. Maybe Black Bolt appears at the end. Maybe it's like a 180, 181 situation, Marcus. I don't remember. Maybe I bet Black Bolt appears right at the end there.
All right. So then last one, Batman number 657. It is an 8.0 to an 8.5. And we have this one for 15.
Was his third appearance of Damian Wayne?
I'm not sure.
Marcus, what do you got? I think this is the third appearance of Damian Wayne, but I'm not 100%.
All right. So let's do a quick recap of the back issues. Just make sure no one missed it. All right, so first up, we did Shaolin Cowboy number 1, second print. Robbie's Pick of the Night. It is a 9.2, and we have this one for 35. Then we have Black Panther number 15. It's 7.0, and we have this one for 20.
Yeah, Marcus, Son of the Demon. Nobody counts that, though, man. They really should, though. That really is truly the first Damien, I think, when the baby's born at the end.
All right. Then we got Black Panther number 8. It's a 6.5, and we have this for 25. Then we have Wonder Woman number 750. It's 9.6. And we have this one for 40.
This is the first appearance of Wonder Woman's armpits, right?
So what's the movie of the night tonight? I thought I saw it on Facebook.
The movie of the night tonight is David Lynch, the late, great David Lynch. We're talking about Blue Velvet tonight. So
okay,
very
there
excited
you go.
for that. Yeah, and this was planned before David Lynch passed away. And so now it's going to add a level of poignancy to this review, I think. So very excited for this show. It's going to be great.
So PCP movie night, check it out on Pop Culture Philosophers. It's a good show.
Yeah, and Blue Velvet's a really good movie. I mean, you've seen this one, right, Rex?
Yeah, a while ago, though.
What do you think about it? Any thoughts?
I don't remember it, to be honest with you.
Oh, you need to rewatch it, man. It's such a surreal, dreamlike, weird film. Blue Velvet. So I'm very, very pumped. It's the first time we're talking about a David Lynch film. So
yeah, it was unusual. I remember that. All right. So next up, we got Sam Wilson, Captain America number 5. There was something significant about this one. Ken K. Yeah, that's funny.
It's the first new Falcon.
Yes.
Yeah, the first new Falcon. He's in the new Captain America movie debuting this week.
Joaquin Torres.
Yep.
There you go.
First appearance of Joaquin Phoenix in a Marvel comic, everybody.
All right, so that one we have for 15. It's an 8.5. Then we have X-Men number 107. It's 4.0. And we have this one for 50. Then we have Uncanny X-Men number 139. It's 8.5. And we have this one for 45. Then we got Thundercats number 1. I thought this was neat. That's why I picked it. It's a Marvel run. It's a newsstand edition. It's 6.5, and we have this one for 50. Then we got Avengers number 144. It's 6.0, and we have it for 30. Then we have Marvel Legacy number 1. It's 9.4, and we have this one for 10. And we got Spawn number 2. It's a 9.2, and we have this one for 15. And then FF number 45. It's a low grade. First in humans appearance. It's 110. Silver Age for 110 people. Then we got What If Thor number 1. It's a 9.0. And we've got that for 10. Then we got Batman number 657. It's an 8.0 to an 8.5. We have this one for 15. All right. So the new ratios are the DCs, the first 3, I want to say. And then I'm putting some older ones on. All right. And they're priced to move. All right. So let's go. Here we go. So first up, we got Poison Ivy number 30. It's a 125 ratio by Sarah Boslame. And we have this one for 10.
It's a really great cover.
Then we have Absolute Superman number 4, 125 ratio by Karen Grant. And we have this one for 15.
I like the energy on this one, man. I haven't seen a lot from Grant lately, so this is cool.
All right. So then we got Batman number 157, 125 ratio by Jerome Opeña. And we have this for 10.
We were just talking about him over the weekend. Opeña is a really underrated, underappreciated artist, I think.
All right. So then we got Aquaman number 1, 125 ratio by Salvador LaRocca. And we have this one for 15.
It's a cheesy cover, but I love it. You know, tanning down at the beach under the sea. You know what I'm saying, man? I love it, though. This is how Aquaman gets his raise, y'all.
All right. So then we got New Champions number 1, 125 ratio by Nicoletta Balderi. Got this at 5, people. Drinking a pina colada.
Yo, for real.
All right, so then we got Deadpool Wolverine number 1, 125 ratio by Jerome Opeña. And I got this at 5 as well.
Another great cover.
All right, so then we got Deadpool Wolverine number 1, 150 ratio by Greg Capullo. Got this one for 15. All right, and then we got What If Galactus Transformed Moon Knight by Philip Tan. And I got this one for 5. All right, so let's do a quick recap of the ratios. Just doing it one more time. All right, so we did Poison Ivy number 30, 125 ratio by Sarah Boslame. Got that for 10. Absolute Superman number 4, 125 ratio by Karen Grant. Got that for 15. Then Batman number 157, 125 ratio by Jerome Opeña. And we had that for 10. All right. And then Aquaman number 1, 125 ratio by Salvador LaRocca. We had that for 15. Then New Champions number 1, 1/25 ratio by Nicoletta Balderi. Had that for 5. Then Deadpool Wolverine number 1, 125 ratio by Jerome Opeña. And we got that for 5. All right. Then we got Deadpool Wolverine number 1, 1/50 ratio by Greg Capullo. Had that for 15. Then What If Galactus Transformed Moon Knight by Philip Tan, and got that for 5.
want to answer Jay's question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the reasons why I like say a 1 in 25 is typically $25, out the gate, or a 1 in 100. Let's just go with the 1 in 100. That's easier math, right? Let's say an average comic book costs $4. I know that's probably not the case anymore. It may not be the case going forward, but let's say the average comic book costs $4. That means it costs the average comic shop $2, right? Then we can add shipping, but let's be simple and take shipping out of it, right? Let's say you're getting your books from Penguin Random House, you get free shipping, right? So a $3.99 $4 comic costs you $2. In order to get the 1 in 100, you got to order 100 copies of that, which means you as a shop have to invest $200, right? And $400 worth of product to maybe sell a 1 in 100. If you sell it for 100, you're already halfway to your cost on your entire order. I think that's why it happened. And you'll see that that's kind of like a good average. If it's a 1 in 25, it might be $25. A 1 in 10, it might be $10. 1 in 100, $100. But you'll see that some will go down as weeks progress, and some will go up. So, but that's typically what it is. If I'm ordering enough to get a 1 in 100, and I can sell that 1 in 100 for $100, it's at least half my investment on that one book. And that's the point of incentives, I guess. But I don't know. The incentive program works to a certain extent, but what we need more to be concerned about, I think, in the comic book industry right now, especially on the retail side and the publishing side, is sell-through over initial numbers based on incentives. Sell-through is the most important number. If a shop orders 100 copies of a book, how many do they sell? 30? That's not good. 80? That's good. 100 and people are adding it to the want list? That's even better, right? So sell-through is something that we really need to focus in on. And the way to really focus in on that is to have great marketing departments and to have solid, consistent, creative teams on book.
So Marcus has an interesting question there. Will cover prices go up with tariffs, along with the diamond situation? I can't speak to the tariffs. I don't think anyone can really. I mean, it's a lot more than comics, right? So I don't think most of the country realizes how much we import. So I think the biggest concern is you're talking about medications, especially the generic kind that's out of patent. Most of that comes from China. Okay, antibiotics, things like that. Say what you will, but in order to bring it back into the country and do it in-house, it's going to take a long time to tool up. And there's a reason that Big Pharma doesn't make them here anymore. It's not really profitable for them. They want to do the real expensive stuff like the Ozempic and stuff like that now. Marcus, yeah, I believe that most of the big publishers still get done by Transcon. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I totally don't understand why we're picking a fight with Canada. Okay, that to me, I don't care what your politics are, you're blue, you're red, whatever. Why in the hell are we picking a fight with Canada? I'm sorry. The reason coming out of the administration is, call it what you will, it's bull. Okay, fentanyl is not being trafficked from Canada. Illegal immigration is not a real big problem when you talk about the Canadian border. So I don't know why we're picking a fight with one of our biggest trading partners and allies. Okay, China sort of makes sense. Mexico, I understand the logic. Okay, but trade wars never help the little guy. That's the truth of it. Okay, and I don't understand the purpose of it. Okay. It's just going to drive up costs for all of us. So I don't know. As to whether or not cover prices will go up, I hope not. Okay, because it's already very price sensitive. So, we're already fighting this kind of never-ending battle, trying to keep the LCSs afloat and stuff like that. I think the situation with Diamond I don't think that will have a very heavy effect. That's just me personally. That is above my pay grade here, DF Dynamite.
And
So,
nobody knows how that's going to end up yet. Everybody's got their thoughts and opinions, and they think that Diamond's done and this or that. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. We're not going to really know until like May or June, I think,
right?
How that's going to all pan out, right? So there is that. If there are tariffs on things coming in from Canada, there's a lot of American comic book companies that have their books printed in Canada. There are a bunch that have them printed in China, right? There's not a lot of American printers to keep up with the demand. So what will happen is, yeah, if that all goes through, and there's going to be a buffer zone, right? Because I know like Transcontinental made the printers made the announcement that they would help carry the costs for like 3 months or something like that. So that gives publishers time to find other printing sources, which every comic book publisher wants to sell their product for as cheap as they can and still hit a profit line, right? Like people aren't just like comic book publishers understand where they're at. You know what I'm saying? But like they know that they don't want to they don't want you to feel like you're outpriced, right? Comic publishers want to keep it as low as they can as cost goes, so they can also still have the same profit margin, right? So they will seek out other printers, right? They would even seek out other printers. Oh, hey, Amy.
Hi, Robbie. You know it's serious when Amy forgoes her Harry Potter, her other kind of apparel, and wears Super Bowl champions.
Well,
just to wrap this up real quick, though, every publisher wants their books as cheap as possible. It may cause some delays in the future, but there's always somebody to step in. So we don't need to like catastrophize right now in the comic book industry, whether it's Diamond or whether it's tariffs or anything like that. People are still going to be making comics. People are going to still be trying to make those comics as affordable as possible and as direct to you as they can get. So
I'm worried about the price of cars. I'm worried about medication.
I'm more worried about the price of eggs right now, to be honest with you, Rex.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunately the bird flu. So
let's just checking in. The show's going good, right? The show, like people like the books. They're liking.
Well, I gotta admit,
they're telling all their friends about us.
I hope so. Are you?
They're filling out their forms.
Yeah, you fill out the forms.
Some of you don't bother anymore, which upsets us. Most importantly,
I don't want to name anyone, but
this very important thing that helps us keep track of every show, even if we already have your info, we need it so we know when you bought stuff.
Ooh, see what you guys did. You made Amy come in here.
A couple of you are in trouble for that. So,
ooh, you're in trouble.
You know, this is the daily reminder to do that. And
Marcus,
again,
we ain't
please,
doing that
please
yet.
like, please like, please
but
share.
tune in Wednesday. Amy might be pissed off enough. She might start naming names. I don't know. I'm just saying.
The thought.
Yeah. So be sure. So there was a time when we kind of transitioned out, but now Amy's back in charge of, kind of taking care of the invoices. So now the free ride's over, people. Amy's back in charge. So you better fill out them forms, or could be ugly. I'm just saying.
Crush the Chiefs.
There you go.
Amy, have you watched Companion yet?
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to see if I can do it this week.
What's Companion?
It's a movie.
Oh, is it?
I haven't seen it yet either. I've been busy as well, but yeah, we should definitely watch that and chat about it. That'd be fun.
I just want to point out Robbie refused to fill out the form when he claimed that one thing. He refused.
Robbie, we love you, but you gotta still follow the rules.
Do you know who I am, Amy? Do you know who I am?
That's what he said.
Y'all asked me to be here. Okay, I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, you're the dude that goes to Bahama Breeze too much. Okay, spent 3 hours and 6 days at the con. Okay,
I'm sorry. I've had too many pina coladas this
exactly
week, Amy. I'm sorry. I showed up at a tank. I
gotta-
showed up with
I
the
gotta
tank
get
at
Nick
MegaCon.
to
They
get
let
your
me
stuff.
in.
I gotta talk to Nick to get your stuff, but it's still safe here. I gotta bring it up with him. Okay.
We got you, Johnny. Best thing to do is submission form, or you can email me and Amy. That's always a great way.
All right, everyone have a good show. Oh, that's yep.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Cupcakes were good. So tell your parents or whatever. Cupcakes were
I
good.
got them from the store.
Good store. What?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
She
thank
gave
you.
me this look. My God. I got the look. Not good. Fill out the forms. Otherwise, I end up getting I catch the heat, people. I'm just saying. All right. So anyway, to answer Marcus' question, I'm not worried about the cover prices. Again, it's not it's the diamond thing, however that pans out, it's going to pan out. But if Diamond were still the only distributor out there, there may be, TJ, there may have been a problem. But now you've got Lunar, you've got Penguin. So, I don't want to say we saw it coming, but we definitely had hints of it that was happening. It's not a big surprise. I really don't think. Marcus, I know. So, Marcus, my opinion is I believe that all the publishers, whether it's Dynamite, Marvel, DC, I think they understand that the readers out there, the collectors, are price sensitive. It's not something you can continue to raise the price, I think. So I think that everyone's cognizant of that, and we don't really know how things are going to pan out. So I would say in the short term, I don't expect to see anything like that. All right, long term, who knows?
Yeah, I think my opinion is overall I would expect more delays than I would price increases at this point. A lot of the publishers know they can't increase the prices too much more.
Yeah,
at this point.
Yeah, and I believe any delays are going to be very short term at best. Okay, that's true, Mike. But there are other ways. I don't believe in the short term we're going to see any kind of rule change. Ed Weird.
I agree with Eddie.
Seems like a song to me. I don't know. Call me crazy. So we'll see what happens. Again, the world is an interesting place right now. We'll see what happens. But we know that Dallas Cowboys, this may be the first off season. Hey, Phil, this may be the first off season that they really accept that they're not going to the Super Bowl next season. Every year, we're the Cowboys. It's happening this year, and every year, same thing. This year, thank you, Marcus. Travis, what's up, bud?
We got Travis, Brett, Nestor, and John here. They're all being a-holes right now. Screw all of y'all. None of those four think I'm a cool nerd. That was part of our conversation. They said I was the nerd's nerd, not a cool nerd. They're wrong. I'm right. I'm the cool nerd. That's why I'm here and not in Orlando with y'all.
The rest of us are a little bit behind. So clearly, this was a drunken conversation you had at Bahama Breeze. And we are not caught up here. The rest of us that were not at the same level of drunkenness, not at Bahama Breeze. Thank you, Phil. EAGLES Eagles. And so Brittany in the house, or is Big John using your account again? I'm assuming it's Brittany because she was there with you guys hanging out.
I kind of call shenanigans because those all popped up all at the same time.
Oh, I know what they're doing. I know their game. I know them people. It's yeah. Y'all watch out. Notice they won't comment again. Just wait and see. They're all bots, y'all. Just wait. John Castle Speleotopoulos is not even a real person. Just so you know. I've met him. I kicked him in the knee and wires popped out, dude. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
he is a robot.
I hope the guys weren't too big a pain. I hope you didn't have to like pull the car around with their drunken butts stumbling out of the Bahama breeze.
No, Brittany skipped that night.
Worked.
So, Bueller, are you still in Orlando? Are you, Travis? Are you?
I think they're all still in Orlando right now. You jerks.
Really?
Some of us got to work, you know.
Well, I hope you guys are having a good time. It seemed that way based on Robbie's post. So I'm glad you guys had fun. That was really cool. All right, so let's do a quick Rex cap before the. Oh, he's heading to the airport now. Safe travels, Travis. All right, so let's.
I miss y'all already, just so you know.
Sounds like you guys had so much fun. I may have to go.
They're doing all the bits from the weekend. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, I may have to go next time. That looks like so much fun you guys are having.
Rex, I'm going to tell you something. I don't think you could hang with us.
Ooh.
I don't think you could handle it, man. I'm just letting you know. I don't think you could handle it, but I'd love to see you try, man.
I know the Cowboys suck, but there's no reason to take it out on me.
Dude, and the worst thing too is yesterday Jerry had to put himself in the news cycle, didn't he? Where he was like, "I'm just surprised we're not here." You're surprised, Jerry Jones?
He can't, dude. He's losing it. I'm telling you, Jerry Jones has dementia, and if he doesn't get out of the way, I mean, how long's it been? I mean, at what point do you admit this ain't gonna happen, and I'm the problem? I mean, it's just unbelievable that he cannot see. His ego is so big that he cannot figure out that he is the problem.
Yeah.
Since
and I thought Bueller had a big ego, man, but he's got nothing on Jerry Jones.
To me, it's like ever since you fired Jimmy Johnson, okay, you guys have not made it. So at what point, Jerry, do you decide it's over? Sell the team, step back, do whatever you got to do. But clearly, you at the helm cannot make this happen. I have to admit, I was the biggest Howie Roseman critic out there. Okay. And Barry Switzer, I got to tell you. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy Johnson, you know, I got to tell you, Switzer just inherited Johnson. So I'm just, but I was always very, very critical of Howie Roseman. But what he's done in the last 5 to 7 years with the Birds, I take back everything I said. The guy has a knack for this. He really does. It's amazing. Yeah, I know it's weird, but you guys are on the cusp, bud. You guys really are. You are on that cusp of getting there. This year, you just, towards the end of the season, you had too many injuries, and that just decimated the Lions. But I really believe you guys are almost there. You are one step away. Okay. So I would keep the faith, Eddie. You know, I really would.
Unfortunately, next year's the Cowboys' year. Y'all just wait and see. How about them boys?
What do you guys smoke every year?
We're gonna suck for the next 10 years, Rex. I'm used to it now, man. It's fine.
The only thing more pathetic than the Cowboys in terms of NFCs has got to be the Giants. Okay.
Well, I thought you were going to say the fans of the Cowboys.
No,
the only thing more pathetic than the Cowboys are their
you
fans.
Know what? I could give Jerry Jones all the credit in the world. He sold this smoke and mirrors to the Dallas fandom, and it works every year. Every year it works. You guys are fanatics. The Giants, how that guy's showing still has a job is beyond me. Okay. I mean, you screwed up, boy. You screwed up so bad. You have no O-line. You gave all the money to Daniel Jones, and then you cut him. You let Saquon Barkley walk for nothing. The guy goes on to a division rival, goes to the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl. Okay. How does this guy have a job? I mean, Mara, it's just, I mean, what are you doing, dude? Well, you have faith in what? I don't understand. I don't understand how that guy can still have a job in New York. That, I mean, he was on TV, for God's sake. You know, that was the wrong year. It reminds me of that plane, that movie Airplane. I picked the wrong night to stop sniffing glue. You picked the wrong season to do that show. Okay. So, all right. Yes, Marcus, thank you. So Jay's going to take us to our final break. We'll do Dynamite books, and then we'll do a full Rex cap, and then we'll do the drawing for the giveaway. Hang out. We'll be right back.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today. Boring old Tuesday. Kick it!
Hey, let's get to it.
Henri Copen scours collections and comic shops to bring you the biggest deals on beautiful comics.
I'm very eager to sell these books.
Plus, he smashes those other boring sales shows. Henri's got fire, excitement, personality, key books, Momo books.
Sexy Momo books for you.
A cute dog. Weird accents.
69, bro!
A wheel of skid bark?
They do wheel spins at the end of every show.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll score huge bargains.
That is Hakutua magic right there, all right?
Kicking it with Henri. Tuesday nights. Part of the experience.
Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
Hey, we're back. All right. Hey, Mr. Nope, what's up, bud? All right. So the Dynamite books of the week. Here we go. Powerpuff Girls, Valentine's, Mama Kissy Face. Who thought up this title? Special number 1, cover A by Paulina Ganicho. And we have that at cover price. Powerpuff Girls, Valentine's Mama Kissy Face, special number 1. Cover B. Seriously, who thought of this title? Not me. All right, by Nicoletta Balderi. And we have this at cover price of $4.99. Cover C by Savannah Ganicho. And we've got this, the sister, I have to imagine, of Paulina. And we have this at $4.99 as well. Then we have cover D, 1:10 ratio by Savannah Ganicho. It's a virgin variant. And we have this for $10. Then we got cover E, the 1:15 ratio by Nicoletta Balderi, virgin variant.
What's the name of this book again, Rex?
Don't make me say it again, Robbie. Don't.
I'm just curious.
Powerpuff Girls, Valentine's Mama Kissy Face, special number 1. Why you do that, Robbie?
It's funny to hear you go, Mama.
All right. We got the 1:15 ratio, Nicoletta Balderi, virgin variant. And we have that for $15. Then cover F, 1:20 ratio Paulina Ganicho Virgin variant, and we have that for 20. No, it doesn't, Marcus. No, Edward, you're not doing that to me. No.
When you open up the front page, it says titled by Rex Wang.
No, it does not. It lists the employees at the company, but it does not say the title. I have nothing to do with editorial. So I had nothing to do with the name of this book. All right. So the long-awaited Zootopia #2 is out this Wednesday. Cover A by Trish Forstner. And we have that at cover price. Then we have cover B by Alessandro Rinaldi.
This was one of my it's one of my favorite characters from the movie. Basically the hippie guy, right? You know, like, yo, dude, it's messed up.
You do that quite well. All right.
Thanks, bruh.
Cover C by Craig Rousseau. And we have that at cover price as well.
And of course, this is the Zootopia Moi Moi special. Rex, are you about to open a competitor to Wawa that's Moi Moi?
I'm trying to, this is a family show. So I'm going to refrain from the sign I'm going to give you.
He's gonna have the special. He's gonna have a Googler special year long.
All right. So cover D, storybook art variant. And we have this at cover price as well. Then we have cover E, the movie characters variant. Also at $4.99.
When I had Jeff on, I had never watched Zootopia, right? And then after talking to Jeff, he shamed me enough and also sold me on the movie enough that I watched it. This dude was my favorite part. I was like cracking up, man. And I was cracking up. I was like, man, they're gonna give the Sloths their own movie. It's gonna be like a 6-hour movie.
All right, so then we got cover F, Trish Forstner foil variant, and we have that for $9.99. Then we got cover G, the Trish Forstner foil virgin variant, and we have that for $29.99. Then we got cover I, it's a Trish Forstner virgin variant, and we have that for $50. Then Zootopia #2, cover J, the 1:10 ratio by Craig Rousseau, the color bleed foil variant. And we have this for $10. Yeah, the Sloth commercial last night, TJ, I like that one. That was good. Then we got cover K, the 1:15 Greg Rousseau color bleed foil virgin variant. And we have that for $15. Then cover L, the movie characters version variant, 1:20 ratio. And we have this for $20. And then cover M, 1:25 ratio, storybook art version variant. And we have that for $25. And then cover N, the 1:30 ratio by Craig Rousseau, the color bleed virgin variant, and we have that for $30. Then we have cover O, the 1:40 ratio, Alessandro Rinaldi virgin variant, and we have that for $40. And that's your new Dynamite Books of the Week, coming out Wednesday. All right, so I guess it's time to do a full Rex cap, man.
Rex cap.
what happened to that sound effect? There it is.
Sometimes they don't appreciate us, I think, Rex, here at the EXP, you know?
I agree.
Yeah. We're like OG. We're definitely Mount Rushmore as far as the EXP goes. I'm just letting you know.
From the beginning
One or
days.
3, 4 maybe Jin. And then if there was a 5th spot, maybe Jay. But that's about it.
All right. So starting from the top.
Appreciate that, by the way.
And we all know that Nick would be number 1, honestly. You know, so John and Jay, good luck getting on that Mount Rushmore. So it's really me, Nick, Rex, and Amy, right? Can we all just be honest, right?
Back in the good old days. All right. So the giveaway tonight is Teen Titans number 20, signed by Bernard Chang. All right. And hashtag is EXP Monday, all lowercase. All right. So then, sorry about that, Jay. All right. So then we got the Dynamite 10-pack reader set, 10 random Dynamite titles, $40 retail. And as always, we got it for $5. Then you got the DF Mystery Box, 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 Sign, 1 exclusive, 10 random back issues, $200 retail value guaranteed. We've got it for $100, but we're doing it for $85 tonight. So then the new sketch covers of the week of the night. Batman Superman #1 with Suicide Squad Weasel cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $65. Then we have G.I. Joe #301 with Cobra Commander cover sketch by Dan Nylinger. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we've got it for $65. And then Savage Wolverine #1 with Wolverine cover sketch by John Pleak, our new artist that has just joined us. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have it for $65. Hey, James Poe. Thanks for joining us, man. Then we got Red Sonja #1 with Red Sonja cover sketch by Will Torres. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have it for $65.
Well, why we don't have a lot of buyers tonight, Rex? Do you think everybody's like holding on to their money for Valentine's Day because they haven't bought anything yet? Is that what you think?
I have no idea. It's a good point. I have no idea.
They just realized today Valentine's Day was Friday, so they were like, "Oh crap, I got to get something for the special significant other."
All right, so then Immortal Thor with Beast cover sketch by Tracy Medina. It's just a retail of $149.99. We have it for $65.
Like somebody could buy this, give it to your loved one, and say, "Nobody can box me into a box with my love for you," or something like that. Like, come on,
nice.
Come on, y'all.
All right. So then Detective Comics #140 with Killer Croc cover sketch by Tony Scott. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have $45. But you know what? We're getting to the end of the show. Let's get things moving. All right. So I had it at 45. Let's do all the older ones for 35 tonight. I can't do no better than that, people.
Yeah, and you can pick this up for a Valentine, and you could be like, "I feel like a swampy reptile monster in the sewer when you're not around."
Nice. Oh, Marcus. That one's not going away. I get a bad feeling.
Happy Moi Day, everybody, on Friday.
Robbie sniffs people, Rex kissing people. Never going to go away now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I know, Jay, right? All right, Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier with Winter Soldier cover sketch by Patrick Giles. Suggested retail of $149.99. We had the 45. I'm making the older sketch covers 35 tonight.
If this is for your Valentine, you say, You make me feel like it's summer every day. When you're not around, I feel like a winter soldier.
All right, then we got Deadpool #1 with Deadpool cover sketch by Tracy Medina. It's just a retail of $149.99. We had it at $45. I made it $35.
This one, you just say, you are thumbs up to me. All thumbs up to me. These are great Valentine's Day cards, y'all. Buy them right now. Come on.
All right, so then we got Batman #357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99. We had it at $45. I'm making it $35.
This one says, you look at me the way Bruce Wayne looks at Selena Kyle. Look at that sultry look in Batman's eyes. Come on, y'all.
Then you got Green Lantern, Green Arrow with Martian Manhunter cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It's just a result $149.99. We had it at $45. I'm making it $35. Nothing? Nobody? Okay.
This one you say, read your mind, be mine, right? Because John Jones can read minds.
All right.
I tell you what, maybe buy yourself something for Valentine's Day then. Rex, your son's calling.
I'm streaming. It's okay. I'll call you back, sweetie. All right, bye.
Rex answers.
No, that was actually my daughter.
Oh, the legitimate offspring.
Was anybody else waiting for Rex just to troll everyone and do the kissy?
I'm not doing it.
You should be like, I'll talk to you later. Love you, mama.
I'm not doing it tonight, man. I know that's what they're waiting for. I'm not doing it. That was not John Cole, my friend. All right. So that is my kid. And good kid. She really is. I don't know too many people that are 25 that still call their dad every day or just about every day. Checking up on me. One time, after
and every time they call you, you're like, I'm in the middle of a stream. What is wrong with you?
I love that she calls me, but I've told her probably like a million times what my schedule is, and she just cannot commit it to memory. I don't know why.
I told you not to call me until after 7 p.m. Wah. Talk to you later.
So if Brittany or Travis, no, he's getting on a flight. Anybody that hung with Robbie and Mega, feel free to chime in now and bust his stones as much as you can. All
They're
right.
not paying attention anymore, man.
Damn them. I'm sending them an email tomorrow. All right. So Shaolin Cowboy #1, second print. Robbie's pick of the night. It's a 9.2. We have it for $35.
How about you send me a Valentine's Day present and buy this for yourself?
This is consignment. All right. So Black Panther #15. It's a 7.0. Have that for $20. Black Panther #8 is a 6.5, and we have that for $25. Wonder Woman #750. It's a 9.6, and we have that for $40. Sam Wilson, Captain America #5. It's an 8.5, and we have that for $15. X-Men #107. It's a 4.0, and we have that for $50. X-Men #139 is an 8.5, and we have that for $45. Then we've got Thundercats #1, Marvel Newsstand, 6.5, and we have it for $50. Avengers #144, it's 6.0, and we have that for $30. Then we've got Marvel Legacy #1, it's a 9.4, and we have that for $10. Then Spawn #2, it's a 9.2. And we have, and we have that for $15. And then Fantastic Four #45. It is a key. It's a low grade, first in humans. Have that for $110. Then we have What If Thor #1. It's a 9.0, and we have that for 10. Then Batman number 657. It's an 8.0 to an 8.5. Have that for 15. Then we have Poison Ivy number 30. 125 ratio by Sarah Baslame. I have that for 10. Then we have Absolute Superman number 4. 125 ratio by Karen Grant. And we have that for 15. Then Batman number 157, 125 ratio by Jerome Opeña. We have that for 10. Then Aquaman number 125, Salvador LaRocca. And we have that for 15. Then New Champions number 1, 125 ratio by Nicoletta Balderi. We have that for 5. Then we have Deadpool Wolverine number 1, 125 ratio by Jerome Opeña. Have that for 5. Deadpool Wolverine number 1, 1:50 ratio by Greg Capullo. Have that for 15. What If Galactus Transform Moon Knight by Philip Tan. And we have that for 5. Then we have Powerpuff Girls, a Valentine's special. Yeah, that's all you're getting, people. Cover A by Paulina Ganicho for a cover price of $4.99. Cover B by Nicoletta Balderi. At cover. Cover C by Savannah Ganicho. And we have that at cover price. Then cover D, 110 by Savannah Ganicho, Virgin variant for 10. Then cover E, 1:15 ratio by Nicoletta Balderi, Virgin variant, and we got that for 15. Then cover F, 120, Paulina Ganicho, Virgin variant, and we have that for 20. Then Zootopia number 2, cover A by Trish Forstner, for cover price $4.99. Then Zootopia number 2, cover B by Alessandro Rinaldi, $4.99. Then we got cover C by Craig Rousseau at cover price. Cover D, storybook art variant for $4.99. Cover E, movie characters variant for $4.99. Cover F, Trish Forstner foil variant for $9.99. Then we have cover G, Trish Forstner foil version variant for $29.99. Then cover I, Trish Forstner Virgin variant for $50. Then cover J, 1:10 ratio by Craig Rousseau, color bleed foil variant for $10. Then cover K, 1:15 ratio, Craig Rousseau, color bleed foil Virgin variant for $15. Then cover L, 120 movie characters Virgin variant for $20. Cover M, 125 ratio, storybook art Virgin variant for $25. Cover N, 130 Craig Rousseau, color bleed Virgin variant for $30. And then cover O, 1:40 Alessandro Rinaldi Virgin variant, and we have that for $40. All right, so if you're watching on Rewind and you want anything that you see, you can still hit the submission form. We'll automatically send me and Amy an email if it is still available. Ooh, excuse me. It will come your way. We'll invoice you the very next day. Oh, I got the hiccups. All right. So, Jay.
Rex has been drinking too much since the Eagles' victory. It's still catching up with him.
Maybe. All right. So, Jay, if you would, spin that wheel.
Just spin it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Hey! Awesome. And he's sick too, so hopefully this makes him feel a little bit better. Congrats, Ryan. You are good, buddy. You are the winner. So, keep in mind, Robbie's show is at 9 p.m. Eastern on his channel, Pop Culture Philosophers, and he's reviewing Blue Velvet tonight. Oh my God.
She wore blue velvet. Such a good movie, Rex. You need to watch it.
I did at one point. I just can't.
You need to watch it again. Everybody challenge Rex to watch this movie, or you boycott next week's show. How about that? Don't do that. Boycott his next week Wednesday show when I'm not here. But he should watch Blue Velvet.
Thanks, Robbie. You're a big help. All right, so
just doing my part, Rex. You know, I'm here because I love y'all.
All right, love you guys.
I'm working all this week. It's more fun when y'all are here.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, before Rex says his goodbyes, just real quick. So they've been off for a little bit due to illness, but tonight, after Robbie, of course, as always, at 11 Eastern, 10 Central on The Experience, Best Coast Comics is back. And they're going to be talking about apparently something happened with Rob Liefeld, Kevin Feige. I don't ever pay attention to that stuff, but they're going to do that and some recaps. So be sure you check that out.
I read about that.
Simple answer. Rob Liefeld is right.
Liefeld was pissed off because he wasn't invited to the after party of Wolverine Deadpool or Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah. He's really literally the reason why the Deadpool movies are successful. It's because Rob Liefeld created that character. Rob Liefeld has a point.
With Fabian, though, right?
Yes. Fabian Nicieza.
I'm not getting into that conversation here.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
We all know it was Roy Thomas.
It was all Roy Thomas the whole time. And
no, but if we're going to get into that conversation, okay, forget about Rob Liefeld. Go further back. Jack Kirby. Okay. They've made billions upon billions, if not trillions of dollars. And what did Kirby or his family ever get? Okay.
Nothing.
So I think Rob Liefeld has made plenty of money. I mean, for God's sakes, he lived in Disney World for a while.
Well, I'll just say this real quick. Rob Liefeld is doing what him and the Image dudes always did, stick up for creators. That's all I'm saying. I've heard plenty of creators be like, yeah, that's cool that you put my name in the end credits, but maybe I don't know, it doesn't take much. That's why Todd left Marvel. All it would have taken was a t-shirt to keep him there. You know what I'm saying? How much money did Marvel lose by not sending a $10 t-shirt to Todd McFarlane? Think about it.
So watch tonight's show on the XP and be sure to watch Blue Velvet on Rob's channel. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back Wednesday at 7 Eastern. All right. Peace.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.